Alright, and we are in. Bhoofy spawning around 5, immediately going towards the corrupted side of the map. We're going to see if we can spot any survivors early on, and we spot a good amount of them over on 12. I think I see at least 2 survivors here. We're looking like we're going to play for Finesse, age 11. A good stun by Finesse. And looks like Bhoofy will be committing this chase. Gonna quickly check my audio. Yep, we're good. And Finesse able to get the blind off onto Bhoofy, buying a little bit of time. Stuck edge map though. Bhoofy will be getting the M1 onto Finesse fairly early on. Let's see if Bhoofy can get a quick down here. Opting to maybe staying here, just using the bottle to zone, making sure that if Finesse jiggies, they will be able to have full visibility and catch up, as just happened. Bhoofy trying to get the bottle on Finesse, try to slow him down, but Finesse is able to successfully reach this edge filler. Gets yet another stun. Finesse doing such a fantastic job at timing these stuns. Really well played. Bhoofy still looking for his first time of this game, and we win the 50. Pretty bad pallet. That is going to be a down on Finesse at 5 generators. Bhoofy now straying away from hook, throwing yellow bottle to get the speed, and we're going towards 5. We hear progress at Shack. Bhoofy interrupting it, getting the kick onto Shack, and we are going back towards hook, it would seem. Stop any potential rotations. We do see a crow respawning. Bhoofy knows there's probably a survivor in the area. Is going to quickly go check up on the generator. It is humming, dude. We hear it being progressed, and it just popped. Bhoofy just kind of holding the choke here, making sure no one can get this pull for free. Holding the bottle. It looks like Bhoofy does want to confirm this player 2-second stage. Is just going to proxy around. We see yet another crow over on 12. And we do see, I believe that was the ace coming in for the pull. Bhoofy able to cut him off just in time, not allowing anything for free. It was actually the Quentin. And Bhoofy just still sticking around the hook, making sure no one comes in for free without taking the tag, giving him a trade, something, right? He can stray a little bit far away because I guess he feels he has enough information on multiple survivors. And it looks like Finesse will be hitting 2nd stage. And there it is. Finesse hits 2nd. Bhoofy gets yet another kick onto the Shack Gen, putting some regression on it. And we are going to decide to play Shack. There is a survivor running backside of it, and it is going to be Quentin, who I think is Neko. Yeah, that should be Neko. And Neko making enough distance to where Bhoofy does not want to take that chase. Bhoofy actually still sticking around the hook. Might confirm Finesse to full death here. Definitely. Whoa, and we do see Neko back on pressuring that Shack generator. Bhoofy's just holding this choke. I mean, looking for anyone to come in. They're going to have to make a play here, and we do see Meddz attempting to go in for it. Meddz looking like they are going to trade for Finesse. That is going to be the down onto Meddz, and Bhoofy is just going to commit to this chase onto Finesse. Try to get their tunnel out at 3 generators. Finesse does have a pallet to work with. Bhoofy, oof, bro. Huge, massive, enormous swing right through the pallet. And we get the pallet save from Neko. Really well played by Sorrow. Good coordination, and the FTP comes in Bhoofy's face. Wow, really good plays there. Meddz still on the ground. We are going to opt to take our hook onto Meddz. That's going to be 3 stages now, 2 fresh. We're just taking the time to reload here. Gonna go check around 7. We do see a crow fly away. We saw the survivors in the distance going towards 3 side. Bhoofy now gonna go towards 12. See if any survivors on the gen. We do see scratch marks there. We have information on every survivor in the game now. We know the other two are running towards 3. We know there's one on 12, and now we know for sure there's 2 right here, as one just went for the reset. I mean, one just went for the pull and one just got pulled. We see the Dragon's Grip proc over on 12. bhoofy gonna go back to the gen, see if they can get their one shot. It looks like it's one of the injured survivors. It's most likely Neko, and I believe that is Neko, yes. And Neko will now be taking chase with bhoofy. Neko opting to leave 12, going to 11. Doesn't have a pallet, doesn't play the pallet side. I'm not sure if he saws the pallet up, played the window, and bhoofy was able to get the down. bhoofy not going to go for just a dry kick onto the gen and take their hook on to Neko. We are now at 4 stages and 3 fresh. bhoofy looking like they are just going to proxy the area, looking for the next survivor to chase. Finesse is on death hook, so if they can find Finesse, get them out the game, make this a 3v1. bhoofy saw a shot at a 4K, but for right now it looks like bhoofy's just playing for stages, as they did kind of lose their tunnel out with that FTP play, and we're now on Meddz, who has been hooked once. This could be Medd's second hook if bhoofy is able to get this down quick enough. And that 12 gen had a decent amount of progress, so they could just be doubling it right now, and I think bhoofy feels the same way, immediately going back towards the generator. We do see a survivor here. bhoofy taking the time to kick the gen, and we are going to be chasing Neko, or are we going to be chasing Neko? We are going to be, no, we're not going to be chasing Neko, as that side of the map still has a lot of resources. This is kind of the side we've been playing on, so this is going to be the side we're going to stick to. This is also where our gens are, right? So why leave it? We're going to go check on 7, and we do see Meddz. Meddz, good patience there, not falling for any cheeky mind games. But, ooh, wow, really good head-on play. Good coordination by these Sorrow survivors, and we get the blind after the head-on, wasting a lot of bhoofy's time. bhoofy now going to opt to leave this, take the speed bonus, go back to 12, where the final gen will pop. And let's see if bhoofy will be able to secure 1 kill here or more. I'm going to take the time to break this pallet. I believe this is Neko and Chase. All other survivors are fully healed right now. And, you know, Neko doing a good job so far avoiding the bottles. And we do see his teammates coming in for some hit tanks. This could potentially be a 4-out. bhoofy's going to have to, you know, do some really crazy maneuvering here to make something happen. But it looks like this should be a 4-out for Sorrow, maybe. I mean, the door is actually quite far. They're trying, definitely trying. bhoofy looking to just get Neko, desperately chasing him down, trying to get those extra stages, make the win con harder for his opponents. And Neko's stuck here on this pallet gym. Neko, solid ladder player, definitely knows his check spots. And we have Finesse coming in to take a hit. I wonder if Finesse will just take the down, as Finesse has the most stages. We do have kind of Neko stuck in this position. It's a race against the clock now, and we do get the down onto Finesse. Does that give Neko enough time to go literally anywhere? I think he's just zoned here, to be honest. Where did Neko go? He pulled a magic trick, went behind the hill, I think, towards the door. And we see Cheryl running towards the door as well. The question is this door open? Yes, it is, and that should be the 3-out. Neko staying in the map? Question marks? Okay. And then opting to leave, and that will be the 3-out. And we will get our final hook onto Finesse, and it will be 5 stages. Well played. Alright, and we are in. We got Clown, Wrecker's Yard, Sorrow's turn on Killer, WinCon 6 stages, and we have Neko representing Sorrow on the Killer. Neko immediately finding a survivor to chase with. I blinked and we were already in chase. We will be finding bhoofy, our previous killer, as our first chase on the corrupted side of the map. And ooh, bhoofy winning the first 50 against Neko, making distance now. Has an inverted TNL to play with, not the greatest of tiles. We'll see if bhoofy can make something work here. Do we have an edge filler we can play? Neko taking the time to reload his bottles. Knows he has bhoofy kind of stuck in this area of the map. Playing 50s now. bhoofy gonna instantly drop that pallet. And now it's just a matter of who can win their 50 here. and it looks like it will be Neko this time that will be winning the 50-50. That will be the first tag given to bhoofy. So 5 generators. We'll see if Neko can get a quick down here, and bhoofy instantly dropping a Shack pallet. Shack is just a filler, and we are still going to commit towards Neko. I mean, not towards. We're still going to commit onto bhoofy towards 6. We're now playing the, I believe this is called Olive Garden, and bhoofy opting to leave, immediately going to the jungle gym 8, and we're still going to jiggy, which is jiggy against clown and play our 50s on fillers. Neko doing some little nice camera work to try to get the hit. We do see bhoofy coming in for a potential hit tank, and now bhoofy's turn to play the 50s against Neko, and Neko gets the huge, massive, enormous swing on bhoofy on the pallet, and bhoofy now taking chase with a Neko bot mid. Bhoofy dropping the firecracker, Neko looking up, and that should be first down onto bhoofy at 5 generators. Will we see the gen pop? And we will. There is 1 gen for first down. We do see bhoofy there in the distance being forced to leave the gen, as Neko will be hooking right on top of it. Neko now going towards the pillar that was dropped, taking time to break the pallet. Now going into Shack to check up on that gen. We don't hear too much progress on it. We do see yet another gen pop. We're now at 3 generators, 1 stage, and we do see 2 sets of scratch marks, one going towards the hook. Neko opting to go back to the hook, interrupt this pull, and we do see the pull coming in, but Neko's right there. He is going to get the tag onto norville, so norville cannot body block for bhoofy, but it actually looks like Neko wants to get there fresh onto norville. Norville in a very rough position, and that is going to be the down given to norville. And that is going to be Neko's 2nd hook of the game. 2 hooks, 2 fresh. Bhoofy try to make Neko whiff, and it looked like shrimpinq was even going to come in for a body block, but Neko still able to get the hook. And now we kind of have information on a lot of survivors here, taking the time to break the pallet, and Neko now just kind of scouting around the area, proxy camping a little bit. We did see a good number of survivors there. He's just making sure no one's still in the area. We did just see a crow fly away from the hook, so Neko wants to just check on that real quick. We do see, I believe that was bhoofy in the distance. Neko not interested in that chase, so we are just going to proxy camp this hook, see if we can force norville to 2nd. I guess bhoofy wasn't our tunnel out target, but Neko has 4 more stages to go. We'd like to win this game. We do see 2 survivors in this area, 3 actually, and we do find bhoofy in a rough position, and that is going to be a down onto bhoofy. We also do see the crow fly, and someone is going for the pull. It is, I believe that was bhoofy, and bhoofy now going to be taking chase. This would be bhoofy's 2nd hook. We do see yet another gen pop. However, I think norville might hit 2nd stage here, and that is going to be the down onto bhoofy. And that is norville on 2nd stage, and this will be bhoofy's 2nd hook as well. Neko now on 4 stages. If Neko gets 2 more stages, that will be the win. Checking back on the hook, no one's rotated in yet, as it looked like shrimpinq went to pick up bhoofy. I imagine they are just resetting at this point, and norville might be dead here, unless they're going to double this, but then I imagine they'll just go for bhoofy and, you know, play that 3v1. I don't know if they can really do anything about norville. We do see some scratches leading around the hook, so it's possible they try to play for this, but we do see Quentin in the distance there. I think Quentin is going to go pull bhoofy, and it'll probably just go straight into the 3v1. I don't know if they have enough time to come try a double save. Most likely not, and bhoofy's still injured anyways, so they definitely won't be able to. But that's going to be norville dead at 2 gens, and if Neko can get 1 more hook, that's game. I mean, he wins there. We're obviously still going to play out the game until it's over, but Evori cannot give up one more stage. Oh, Neko looking for the injured survivor, and they set up a really nice head-on play. I wasn't staying quiet because I was like, "Where is he? Where is he?" And then, yeah, that was actually a really good play. That's like jump scared me, low-key. We are gonna go now check up on 7, and there is yet another gen pop. If Neko gets one more down, that's all he needs. Will it be? I believe this is bhoofy here in chase. If bhoofy can last for the remainder, it's kind of on bhoofy's shoulders right now. If he can last. Neko needs to get this down. Neko actually opting not to take this chase. Gonna go check on Shack. And we did see shrimpinq leaving Shack. We also did see a crow in the distance, around like 10. So I imagine that's where another survivor is. And then, oof, huge swing through the pallet onto shrimpinq. All survivors injured now. I imagine they're, ooh. I was gonna say, I imagine they're like working 10, but oh no, that was such a massive swing through the window there, and that is going to be a down onto bhoofy. And now we have met our win con as soon as Neko can get this hook. And that will be Sorrow taking set number 1. However, we obviously will still play out this match for good sportsmanship. But really well played by both sides. And now we are taking chase with shrimpinq. Shrimpinq still has a pallet to work with. Good greed by shrimp. And Neko just going to commit this chase. shrimpinq has another filler to work with. Good movement by Neko and good movement by shrimpinq. This is going to be a down. And it looks like Neko will be taking his hook on to shrimp. And only boredom remains now. I wonder if boredom is just like working the last gen, trying to make it 4K0, play for best result, right? And there is boredom trying to make it 4K0. However, Neko able to find him just in time, and this should wrap things up. 4K1 for Sorrow. Really well played. Damn, he's gotten so many of those. Just swinging through everything, bro. That's crazy. And that'll do it for set number 1. That is Sorrow up 1-0. And we are in. Okay, sweet. So we got Neko immediately finding a bunch of survivors by main. We see the firecracker drop, and we are going to get our first tag on to Norville. Norville running main building, and Neko take this chase. We do see bhoofy stuck at main as well. It looks like Norville is now transferring to the filler pallet just in front of main, and we're going to take the greed. This is looking like it's going to be a down onto Norville at 5 gens. We do see bhoofy in the distance. I think maybe the plan there was for Norville to die on pallet. Unfortunately, was unable to reach it, and that's going to be the first hook on 5 generators. And we are now just scouting around the map, looking for bhoofy, I would imagine, and we do find shrimpinq over on 7. shrimpinq going deep gallows, but we do see another survivor rotating in for the unhook. I think that that is boredom. Boredom now playing the filler in front of main, and Neko will gladly take this chase as it is nearby the hook. We're going to get this pallet out of the way. And we are still going to continue chase with boredom, as we do hear the gen being progressed on main building. So we have information on bhoofy and boredom right now. And now we have information on all 4. There it was the pull onto Norville. Shrimp gives him the FTP. And Neko immediately going back to the hook, looking for his tunnel out in Norville. Norville's second chase with Neko will start now. Good. Oof. Damn, bro. That was a last frame hit. I don't know. That looked kind of weird, but Neko gets those, I suppose. This might be a down onto Norville. Oh my god, brother. Holy shit. Okay. I mean, that one didn't look terrible, but like, damn. He's getting every hit. And that was going to be the second down on to Norville. Still at 5 generators. This is kind of panning out to be a somewhat quick tunnel out here. Norville's going to have a really good third chase to give his team a chance here. But we do see a shrimpinq deep gallows. shrimpinq is injured. Let's see who wins the first 50 here. Ooh, shrimpinq kind of caught out of position now, and shrimpinq will force lock. Neko will not pull. We do see the unhook coming in onto Norville. This will be Norville's final chance against Neko. He needs to have a monstrous chase right now. Just drop every resource you see, Norville, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's pre-dropping everything. Now it's a 50-50 who will win it, and it looks like Norville will be going down here. bhoofy attempted to go for the body block, but did not quite reach it in time. And that will be Norville's final hook on 3 generators. We'll see if Evori is able to come back from this. But this is a very good position for Neko to find himself in right now. And we do see shrimpinq out of position here. Deep gallows yet again on 9. We'll see if bhoofy looked like he's going to come take over the gen that shrimpinq was doing. We're going to take the kick onto the gen. And bhoofy camping the pallet now. Neko looking like they will be taking chase with bhoofy, going for some nasty mind games. bhoofy, very good awareness, good pathing, not falling for anything Neko's doing. But bhoofy kind of caught in a dead zone right now. I'm not sure if he makes anything. And this will be a tag onto bhoofy. I can tell Neko really plays Wraith, man. He understands the distances of those lunges so well. Neko now going towards 1. We're seeing if we can spot out any survivors, and we do find the reset spot with shrimpinq and the boredom. We're now going to try to take chase with shrimpinq. Shrimpinq, good stun there, and we break the pallet. And now we are going to come back, pressure boredom off of 1. Not going to take chase, however. Instead, we are going to try to hunt down, I think bhoofy is the ideal target as he's injured, or shrimpinq. And we do see another gen being progressed on 6. We're going to go check 5 really quickly. And we do find the injured survivor in bhoofy. And now Neko will break the pallet. And now bhoofy will have another chase with Neko. And that's another hit right through the window. And bhoofy will be taking their first hook here. Yeah, it's hard because, a lot of resources are gone at this point. Neko just has tremendous pressure on these survivors, so they're really gonna have to make something happen here. It's just a tough position to be in, Death at 3 gens is really rough, but see if they're able to bounce back a bit, maybe pop 1 or 2 more gens. But Neko's looking like he's in a very strong position here, finding shrimpinq, deep gallows, and this should just be a free tag as shrimpinq doesn't really have anything to work with. And there is a tag onto shrimpinq. We did see the pull come in onto bhoofy. And we have 2 survivors injured. I imagine boredom will be resetting bhoofy at this point. shrimpinq vaulting into Shack. Neko immediately bamming it. And we are going to get, good movement by shrimpinq, being able to avoid the hit. And there is the stun as well. Good job so far by shrimpinq. Oh no, that was actually boredom getting the stun. It looks like they opted not to reset bhoofy. bhoofy might have been working on a gen this whole time. We do hear one humming. We do see some light scratch marks, so there was a survivor here not too long ago. We do see the reset coming in to shrimpinq, and we find bhoofy. Good awareness by Neko. We bammed the window, and now we will be taking our second chase with bhoofy. Oof. Damn, he like curved that thing. Well played by Neko. That is going to be bhoofy's second hook. We're now at 5 stages, 3 generators left. Not many resources left on the map. It's tough, you know. I know 1 is highly progressed. You know, deep gallows area, or like desert, however people call it, is has had some progression. I'm not sure how much it has now because I think Neko's hit it with eruption and PR. So, you know, it's rough. I don't think they have a ton of gen progress. Maybe on 1, we do see the deep. We do see the desert gen being worked on by shrimpinq yet again. We're going to take our kick, get eruption on it, and now we are going to be taking chase with shrimpinq yet again. And there's really like no pallets left in this area of the map. Neko just going to take his free tag. Now we have 2 survivors injured yet again. He always has like 2 survivors injured at any given time. It's crazy. shrimpinq in chase now with Neko on 4. Neko bams the window. shrimpinq makes it to a pallet. Now it's a 50. And oof, insane movement by Neko. Really well played. That'll be shrimpinq's first hook. Strong pressure by Neko. We do see Boredom stealthing on 2. And this will be a tag onto Boredom. Oof, this is a tough position. You know, bhoofy's still injured. Boredom's injured. Shrimp is on the hook. It might be a 4K3. I mean, I'm not sure how much progress bhoofy has right now on the gens. But it's looking like 4K3 unless bhoofy's about to pop fairly soon. Neko going back towards the desert area, seeing if that's where bhoofy's heading now. And we do see the pull coming in onto shrimp. That gen does have a decent amount of progress, and Neko going to hold a choke, make sure no one can pull shrimp for free. We do find bhoofy, and bhoofy does not have a pallet to work with. He does have this double window set up. However, really good positioning by Neko, able to get that down onto bhoofy. Well played by Neko. That will be bhoofy dead at 3 gens. It is looking like 4K3 to wrap things up here. Oh my god, bro. That is crazy. Boredom slugged, and now it's all on shrimp. But I mean, unless that gen's about to pop in like 2 seconds, it's looking like it's over. Yeah, it is looking like 4K3 for Sorrow. Well played by Neko. You know, good effort by the Evori survivors. Neko played out his mind though. Really good result. Alright, and we are in. And bhoofy spawning gallows has a 3-gen top going towards 1. We do see scratches leading up main building, and we are going to be taking chase here. It is going to be Finesse taking the first chase with bhoofy. Good job by Finesse winning the first 50-50. bhoofy now going to commit to Finesse. Or not, actually. He's going to leave. Pressure off Neko. No, not Neko. Perx, and I believe that was Meddz off of that top mid generator. Perx now in chase with bhoofy. And that will be the first hit onto Perx. Perx now taking the chase to Shack. It looks like bhoofy will not be committing and actually faking the leaving and going back to. Ooh. Is that me? What? Okay. And Perx has disconnected. Hold on a second, y'all. Let's figure this out. And we wrote rules for this today. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Just had to check what caused that DC. It was an internet issue, so no restart granted. We will just play this out. Sorry about that, everybody. I had to just mute there for a minute and just kind of figure everything out. But we are back now. We are at 4 gens, 4 hooks given. All 3 survivors are actually injured right now. Bhoofy could potentially end this at 4 gens if they're unable to pop the last generator. I mean, not pop the last generator, pop one more generator. That's all Sorrow has to do here. So if Bhoofy can just hang on to these 4 gens, we're gonna go tiebreak, which is kind of crazy. I mean, we have a rule. If it's internet connectivity issue that causes DC, there will be no reset. If it's a game-related issue, then there will be resets. So unfortunately, it was an internet connectivity thing. So no reset can be granted. We are now going to take chase with who is this? This is Neko over on 4. They just need to have like one solid chase here. Oof. Goes for the greed. Bhoofy calls his bluff, and that will be a down on to Neko. And there is the gen. The Sorrow will end up winning regardless. So this is right now a tie, but because Sorrow won the first set, they would win the match overall. So it's going to be Sorrow taking this game. We will still play it out for sportsmanship and see what Bhoofy is able to get. But yeah, Sorrow has won this one. We're now taking chase with Meddz. Deep desert, and we see the pull come in. Now we are going back to check on. Actually, no, we're going to the gallows gen. We're going to take our kick and go back towards 4. We do see Finesse running into main building. And Finesse doing a really good job on these 50s. Ooh, and I say that, and then Bhoofy wins a 50. Curse them. And that will do it. Bhoofy securing the 4K too. Sorry for the quiet casting. It was just obviously I had to deal with that situation and DMs and stuff. So well played though by both sides. That will be Sorrow taking the 2-0 on Evori. Well played all. Well played.